So this is how to make compression when you're doing weightlifting, doing bent rows, deadlifts, some squats. So you want to have a neutral spine. So some people are really tilted this way, so we don't want to be doing this with this big tilt in the pelvis. So the pelvis tucks under this way a little bit, and what that looks like is that. And how you can work it out, you can pop your hand on your back. If you arch your back, you'll feel, or if you tilt your pelvis forward, it'll make the back feel arched. And if you tuck your pelvis under this way, as if you're tucking your tailbone between your legs, you'll find that it flattens out here. We don't want to be totally flat. We definitely don't want to be so rounded that it rounds back the other way. But we want to be where it's called a neutral spine, and it feels the strongest in that place. So we want that bones in that position there first. Then pop your hands on the sides of your abs here. So my abs go down here. So I'm going in just here where my obliques are. And all I'm doing, I've got that neutral spine. I'm taking a breath in, then I'm breathing out. And I'm like I'm fogging up a mirror, that kind of. As I do that, I feel it tighten up here. That's the internal and external obliques working, so that sound makes the obliques work. What I'm not doing at all is doing this where I'm crunching down, so I'm not doing that. I'm keeping the spine straight, all the air out. I feel it tighten here. So now it's all tight around this region here. And then as I breathe in again through my nose, I keep it tight, but it makes me pressurize this area here because I've got it tight and I'm breathing into it. It's the same as the reason why people wear a weightlifting belt, so you can actually pressurize into it. And then I'm allowing the air to be up in the back, in the chest. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. So keeping that tension. And it will expand out a little bit. So as I breathe in, it actually expands out a little bit. But what I'm not doing is totally letting it all go again. So that's important. So that's the breathing for this next part. And for when you're doing lifting exercises too, especially if you feel you have a sore back that comes from doing lifting exercises. Side plank clams. So I've got my knees bent up. So I'm bent up at the hips, bent up at the knees, about 90 degrees and about 45 degrees angle here. But my feet, my hips and my head are in the same line. That's the main thing. Then from here I push through my shoulder. So I'm not just like this in my shoulder. Push through the shoulder. I'm pushing through this knee here. There. And I've got this position so I'm not too high. I'm not still down here. So I feel my butt muscle work. I feel my abs engage here. Then I do the breathing. So I'm breathing out. I breathe in first. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I feel it tighten up here. I keep that tension and I'm breathing into the abdomen, keeping that tension there. And then I'm opening the knee, the top knee. Hold for 3 seconds. Slowly back down. Opening that back knee again, top knee. Hold for 3 seconds. And I'm keeping that breathing going. What I'm avoiding as I do this is just not being up high enough with power from this leg, and I'm not, as I open my knee here, making it come from my hip, because people do this, they just roll their body. So the hip stays still, the pelvis is just stacked on top of each other, then it's power coming from my glute, so I should feel it here. And then 3 sets, about 8 to 10 reps is really good. It'll fire up your core, it'll do your glutes 3 to 5 days a week.